Meghan Markle texted her father "I love you" just hours before he revealed he is to undergo heart surgery, meaning he is unable to attend his daughter's wedding. As the bride-to-be desperately tried to get beleaguered Thomas Markle on a plane to Britain, the 73-year-old said he had returned to hospital after suffering chest pains. Mr. Markle, who was revealed to have staged photographs with a paparazzi agency for cash, claimed last week that he had suffered a heart attack. He now says it had caused significant damage that requires surgery, reports TMZ. It comes after he U-turned on his decision not to attend his daughter's wedding earlier today. He had said he did not want to embarrass the royal family or his daughter. Mr. Markle said he is due to undergo surgery tomorrow at 7:30 a.m., telling TMZ the doctors will go in and clear blockage, repair damage and put a stent where it is needed. Earlier, he revealed that Meghan sent him an emotional text message in which she told him she loved him and was concerned for his health. Mr. Markle said that Meghan harbors no ill feelings toward him, making a deal with a paparazzi agency to stage photos of him preparing for a wedding. One shot appeared to show him being fitted for a suit, while another was set up to look as if he was browsing a news story about Meghan and Prince Harry. The deal was exposed after CCTV footage emerged showing Mr. Markle posing for pictures with the paparazzo. When asked what the Queen thought about his money grab, Mr. Markle laughed and said, "I don't think the Queen is thinking about what I'm doing." A spokesman for Kensington Palace said, "This is a deeply personal moment for Ms. Markle in the days before her wedding. She and Prince Harry ask again for understanding and respect to be extended to Mr. Markle in this difficult situation." But he today changed his mind, saying he does want to attend if doctors allowed him to fly to England. Mr. Markle said, "I hate the idea of missing one of the greatest moments in history and walking my daughter down the aisle. Of course I'd walk her down the aisle. This is a historic moment. I'd like to be a part of history." He also revealed he was back in hospital with chest pains and doctors were performing a number of tests on him. Doctors are said to have told him his heart was seriously damaged after suffering a heart attack a week ago. Mr. Markle said he has been pleading with doctors to release him from hospital by Wednesday, but doesn't know if they will clear him in time. He also criticized his eldest daughter Samantha, who revealed she was the one to convince her father to set up the staged photographs. Mr. Markle said Samantha has no real relationship with Meghan and knows nothing of her relationship with Prince Harry. He had suggested that his ex-wife Doria Ragland is a good choice to give their daughter away at St. George's Chapel, Windsor. Ms. Ragland is set to fly into Britain from Los Angeles and would be the clear favorite to walk her down the aisle if Mr. Markle was not able to attend. Samantha, Meghan's half-sister, said today, "I spoke to him early this morning and he was quite depressed." However, there has been no official announcement on who will be walking Meghan down the aisle. A friend of Miss Markle, 36, and her fiancé, Prince Harry, told the Mail that she was standing by her father and pleaded for understanding, saying he was not in a good place. The friend said, "This is not what she wants. He obviously wants her dad there. And the idea of contemplating him not being there now is not something that she wants to have to do. She and Prince Harry are begging for people to give him some space. They have been saying this for weeks while trying to offer him support and help. He is clearly feeling under immense pressure. The concern for him is real and genuine. He is a proud man who wants to be a father and not be taken care of, but it's quite difficult. Everyone needs to pause and think what this is doing to them and, more importantly, to him. It is a really worrying, scary situation. The couple have been doing everything they can to help him. Harry, 33, is said to be distraught and could try to get Thomas to change his mind. The friend said Harry feels guilty that this has happened to someone he loves because they are in a relationship with him. He is devastated. He feels like this is another thing in the wake of him. The problems he causes. He feels that anyone who gets associated with his life, this is the price they have to pay. He wants to protect her, and this is really difficult for him to swallow. Piers Morgan today called Meghan Markle's estranged half-sister a little vulture and accused her grabbing money by trashing the Suits star for years. Samantha Markle appeared on Good Morning Britain and was accused of trading off her very tenuous connection with Meghan, who she hasn't seen for 10 years. In an explosive exchange, Mr. Morgan asked her, "How much money have you made from trashing Meghan Markle?" To which Samantha replied, "Not very much." Ms. Markle said she had encouraged her father to do a deal with paparazzi, claiming he had been treated shabbily by the media. But Piers went on the offensive and said, "There's no bigger media vulture in this wedding than you. You are doing a book called The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister." Samantha replied that a book cannot be judged by its cover or by its title. She also confirmed that her father has pulled out of Saturday's wedding, but she hopes he will change his mind. She said, "I spoke to him early in the morning, and he was quite depressed." When asked if he might change his mind, she said, "I hope so. I wanted to see him go to the wedding. I don't know as of today what his plans are, but I want him to go. Clearly the priority is whether it's safe for him to do that." Yesterday, the sister claimed she was the culprit behind the embarrassing faked photographs of their father taken in the run-up to this week's royal wedding. Samantha, Thomas Markle's daughter by his first marriage, said she advised him to cooperate with a US-based paparazzo photographer in order to show himself and, strangely, the royal family in a positive light, and insisted his motive had not been money. But she could not confirm whether Mr. Markle had actually accepted any payment for his collusion for the stunt. Mr. Markle later told TMZ he had. Ms. Markle told GMB he was unfairly present in the media as shabby. "I think photographer looked for the most unflattering photographs. My father has really suffered at the hands of the media. I think a person has a right to say enough is enough. I want to be shown how I really am." But Piers hit back and said he was a grown man who knew what he was doing. He said, "You say this is all the media's fault because the media has been treating him in a shabby way. Viewers will look at the way you've treated your sister Meghan and think that you treated her in a shabby way. You've spent the last 2 years criticizing her. You called her narcissistic, selfish, that Hollywood has changed her, and that Prince Harry shouldn't marry her, yet you have the gall to blame media vultures. You've made loads of money off the back of a tenuous link to Meghan Markle, who you've spoken to once in 10 years. You've been trashing her for 2 years, you vulture." Samantha said she had not used those words to describe Meghan, and Piers said, "We have all the transcripts." Yesterday she confirmed photographs taken of an apparently unwitting Mr. Markle getting fitted up for his wedding suit and browsing pictures of his daughter on the internet had actually been taken in collaboration with a professional photographer, despite Kensington Palace issuing strongly worded requests for the media to protect his privacy. Speaking from her home in Florida to ITV's Loose Women program in London, his eldest daughter, Samantha, said, "I have to say I am entirely the culprit. As we know, the media can take very unflattering photographs of people on their casual days and blow it way out of proportion. I said, you know, to him the world has no idea you're getting in shape, doing healthy things. They don't photograph you buying vegetables in pH water. They photograph you as unflattering ways as they can. So I said, really you need to show the world that you're getting in shape and doing great healthy things. So I suggested it. There's a lot of scrutiny that it was money motivated. It was not. It was my suggestion that to benefit him and to benefit the royal family, that not everyone looked good and they depict you as you are in shape and doing healthy things." Asked if she could categorically say he did not receive money for the photographs, Samantha floundered slightly, saying, "I don't believe so, and that was not the motive. I have no idea, but if he did, I'm going to assume it was a pittance. They don't pay that much. It was really so that the world could see him doing the healthy things he enjoys doing." Asked whether she could understand how embarrassing the revelations were for Kensington Palace and her sister, particularly given their stance on protecting his privacy. She conceded that it would be awkward, but felt that his treatment by the media had been unjust and somehow we could spin it. She also tweeted, "The bad press over my father doing staged photos is my fault. The media was unfairly making him look bad, so I suggested he do positive photos for his benefit and the benefit of the royal family. We had no idea he would be taken advantage of. It was not for money." Despite posting a string of vitriolic tweets attacking her younger sister, Samantha also insisted that she was not bitter about Meghan's decision not to invite her to Saturday's wedding. The pair haven't actually seen each other for around a decade. There has been much speculation as to which members of Meghan's family will be attending her nuptials to Prince Harry in Windsor on Saturday. And while her father has confirmed he will not attend, it looks as though her nephews Tyler and Thomas Dooley, along with their mother, Meghan's sister-in-law, Tracy Dooley, seem determined to take part in the big day. Despite it previously revealing they hadn't received an invite to the royal wedding, the trio were seen making their way to the arrivals gate at the London airport on Monday. The family have been enlisted as special correspondents for Good Morning Britain and are expected to report from Windsor, though are thought not to be attending the ceremony. Armed with no less than 13 suitcases, the family cut a casual figure as they made their way out of the international airport, having flown in from their home in Oregon. A cheerful Tracy could even be seen flashing a peace sign to photographers as she made her way from security. And it's clear that the family couldn't be happier about making the trip across the pond. Shortly after arriving in London, Tyler began posting images from London on his Facebook page, sharing snaps of a few landmarks, as well as an image showing the interior of his hotel room. The family is thought to be staying at the H10 Hotel in Waterloo, where rooms are available for as little as £70 or $93 per night. The hotel is located just a short distance from Waterloo Station and is an hour's driving distance from St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, where Meghan and Harry are due to tie the knot. Along with the images, which also showed the outside of another nearby landmark, the Imperial War Museum, seemingly captured from the back of a car, Tyler also shared an update about his travels with his Facebook friends, writing, "Just touched down in London. Man, what a journey so far. We're safe and sound." The images were met with a warm response from Tyler's Facebook friends, with many urging him to have a blast, while others reminded Meghan's nephew to take pics. Others, however, weren't quite so clued into the reason for the family's journey to London, with one person questioning, "There for the wedding, or other basic?" They have of course previously appeared on the ITV show when they claimed to have been snubbed from the wedding list. In March, Tracy and Tyler appeared via live video link from Oregon and admitted that, while they were still hopeful that invitations might be en route, it was looking extremely unlikely. Tyler said on the show, "We've not got anything yet. At this point, who knows? This all goes back to Meghan, it's her day and her happiness." Tracy, who was married to Meghan's half-brother Thomas Markle Jr., is mother to Tyler and his brother Thomas, who Meghan used to babysit for as a child, added, "I don't think we are getting invitations, but that is fine. We are so proud of her." She said that, while she herself hadn't seen the royal bride-to-be in some 20 years, the family still has a close relationship with her father, Thomas Markle, who she said was sure to give Meghan away when she marries Prince Harry at Windsor Castle on May 19. It was announced that Tracy and Tyler will be flying over to the UK to be a part of Good Morning Britain's coverage of the royal wedding. The family's arrival in London comes just as Meghan's father, Thomas Markle Sr. confirmed that he would not be attending his daughter's wedding in the wake of the scandal surrounding his staged paparazzi photos. The 73-year-old had been set to walk his daughter down the aisle on Saturday, but told TMZ on Monday that he will no longer be traveling to London after the Mail on Sunday revealed that he had worked with photographers to stage images for money. Mr. Markle said that he did not want to embarrass the royal family or his daughter on her big day. He also revealed that he suffered a heart attack just 6 days ago. The Dooleys aren't the first Americans to hit UK soil ahead of the wedding, with some of Meghan's friends spotted in London. Jacinda Barrett, who had a recurring role on Suits from 2012 until 2013 and also is married to Meghan's former co-star Gabriel Macht, has touched down in London. The 45-year-old actress confirmed her arrival with a heartwarming snap, which she posted to Instagram on Sunday. In the picture, the actress can be seen receiving a kiss from her 4-year-old son Luca outside Buckingham Palace. Captioning the picture, she wrote, "Kissing in front of the Queen." She then added the hashtag #Buckingham Palace before dedicating the sweet snap to her own mother in light of Mother's Day, US. Jacinda is believed to be traveling with husband Gabriel Macht, who starred opposite Meghan in Suits for all 7 seasons that she appeared in the show. A surprising absentee is Prince Harry's cousin, Lady Amalia Windsor, who is also reported to have been left off the guest list. According to The Sun, the 22-year-old and her older sister Marina, 25, will not be attending the ceremony at Windsor Castle. A friend told the newspaper they were a little surprised not to be invited, as they were looking forward to going. Amelia is creating quite a name for herself with her modeling and Instagram posts. Perhaps Harry just wanted to keep the family invited to a small number, or maybe he didn't want anyone upstaging the bride. Security around Windsor Castle has been ramped up as preparations for the royal wedding continue, with just 4 days to go. Specialist teams spent the night constructing anti-vehicle barriers before tens of thousands of spectators flocked to the Berkshire town. Workers installed the huge metal and concrete barricades which protect against possible terrorist vehicle attacks. Police have already been rifling through bins, searching drains and manhole covers with sniffer dogs in the run-up to Saturday's event. Photographs taken overnight showed extra security measures being put in place as the threat of a terror attack remains high. Windsor already had a number of anti-vehicle barriers in place, erected around the popular tourist destination following the Westminster terror attack in March last year. But more barricades are being built as security remains tight ahead of the ceremony. The Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead revealed today that as preparations continue, nearly 4,500 yards of bunting made up of the red, white and blue of the Union flag is crisscrossing along the processional route. Harry and Meghan will travel past hordes of cheering supporters after the wedding at 1 p.m. in an open carriage procession. The council also said pedestrian footways have undergone significant repairs and areas have been pigeon-proofed. Also spotted on the streets of Windsor are a number of rough sleepers. 4 months ago, council leader Simon Dudley demanded police use legal powers to remove them before the wedding. But a spokesman for the council said today that they are not removing residents from Windsor, but it is still unclear what will happen on the day of the wedding. A statement said the council is not removing residents from Windsor and, as per our normal support processes, has engaged with residents who are homeless and offered them support and emergency accommodation. Spectators planning to attend the wedding have been advised to begin their journeys as early as 4 a.m. to see Prince Harry and Meghan tie the knot. A sizable queuing system will be in place for Great Western Railway service between Slough and Windsor and Eton Central, the nearest station to the event. Some 2,300 meters of fencing will be used for queues across the busiest stations en routes to Windsor. Royal wedding revelers will face airport-style security checks, while metal barriers to deter vehicle attacks will be in place around Windsor. Other security measures include a huge network of automatic number plate recognition (ANPR) technology and CCTV. Thames Valley Police said the public should feel reassured rather than alarmed by the measures for the wedding at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. Fans have already begun to stake out the best viewing spots in the Berkshire town. Well-wishers have already started to deck the streets in all their Union Jack glory near where the royal wedding will take place. Residents are also getting into the full spirit of the event, with pubs decorating their windows with royal memorabilia. Onlookers have reported a party feel in the town well in advance of the wedding, with tourists from around the world arriving daily by train and walking through the royal shopping arcade to the castle. The royal wedding is just days away, and it appears Harry and Meghan's bespoke floral display has already been transported to the venue. A large van was seen loading a huge delivery of flowers from the London depot of royal florist Philippa Craddock, who has been hand-picked to deck out St. George's Chapel as well as the two lavish receptions at Windsor Castle this weekend. The flowers, most of which appeared to be synthetic, included large bunches of pink roses and white blossoms. Ensuring the precious cargo arrived safely, the floristry team enlisted the help of events support and logistics company Paul & Crew to help with the delivery on Monday. Staff were also seen loading a large ornamental vase onto the van alongside dozens of plastic buckets and metal ladders, no doubt to help reach the high, fan-vaulted ceilings of St. George's Chapel. A vehicle from Event Concept, who specialize in event management, conceptual design and technical production to create engaging experiences of every scale, was also spotted outside the depot on Monday. The events company is responsible for organizing glitzy showbiz parties for the likes of Esquire, BAFTA and the Royal Chelsea Flower Show. It was revealed in March that trendy London florist Philippa Craddock had been hand-picked by the couple to deck out Windsor in stunning blooms for their May 19 nuptials. Kensington Palace officially announced the news via a series of tweets describing in detail how society favorite Craddock was chosen for the hotly contested role. The decadent floral displays in St. George's Chapel will be created using locally sourced foliage, they said, much of which will be taken from the gardens and parkland of the Crown Estate and Windsor Great Park. The palace revealed, where possible, Philippa will use flowers and plants that are in season and blooming naturally in May, including branches of beech, birch and hornbeam, as well as white garden roses, peonies and foxgloves. The royal parks will supply some pollinator-friendly plants from their wildflower meadows that will be incorporated into the floral designs. These plants provide a great habitat for bees and help to nurture and sustain entire ecosystems by promoting a healthy and biodiverse environment. Described by Tatler as a floral mastermind, Philippa claims to be able to create any bride's dream, from a secret garden in a palace to an outdoor botanical romance. The displays in St. George's Chapel will feature foliage from Windsor Great Park, including beech, birch and hornbeam branches, as well as white garden roses, peonies and foxgloves. The self-taught florist has a studio in Fulham and a shop in department store Selfridges. Speaking about being chosen for the royal wedding on May 19, she said, "I am excited and honored. The process has been highly collaborative, free-flowing, creative and fun." Mail Line has contacted Philippa Craddock for more information.